Most of the water we use on the Colorado Front Range is snowmelt from the Rocky Mountains, but there's also another water supply thousands of feet below us.
And we're talking about the system of aquifers that helps to supplement our water. And meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen explains how they work and how long it's expected to last.
It's an amazing thing to know that conveniently the Front Range sits on top of this amazing resource.
There's a 7,000 square mile aquifer system called the Denver Basin sitting under the Front Range. And the water is prehistoric. It got trapped down there 65 million years ago, and Coloradans have been sipping on it for a little more than 100 years.
But the other side of that coin is that it's non-renewable, it's finite, and it will eventually run out.
Kevin Ryan, the director of Colorado's Division of Water Resources, says unfortunately the aquifers in the Denver Basin cannot get recharged with precipitation or even runoff from streams and rivers, so its days are numbered. State engineers don't know exactly when that will happen, but they operate the aquifer under a principle they call the 100-year lifespan. That entitles every user to take out 1% of the volume of water underneath their land every year for 100 years, with the goal of making the aquifer last for 100 years.
And of course, nothing is perfect. It won't necessarily last 100 years. It might last 75 years, or it might last 200 years, depending on where you are in the Denver Basin.
Ryan says that shallow parts of the aquifer will dry up faster than others, but he believes that there's still enough water left in it that even a new user today could expect to get 100 years of use out of it, given that they only use that 1% of their portion every year. He says Denver and Aurora do not rely on the Denver Basin aquifers, but it's heavily used in the South Metro in places like Castle Rock, Centennial, Parker, and Highlands Ranch.
So over time, they recognize that they're going to need to come up with another supply of water. They're actively doing that so that when the time comes that their Denver Basin supply is no longer available, they have a new supply.
Meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen, 9 News.
Ryan says those South Metro utilities are leaning towards recycling and acquiring other groundwater rights to replace the aquifer's water supply when they're gone.